AGamer here, and welcome to Guild Wars 2 Season 12, Season 13. What season is it? AGamer here, and welcome to my PvP warrior build.
Don't touch mine.
Let's start with my utilities. The healing signet, it keeps me alive, is going to keep you alive. Make sure it's in your utility slot and nothing else. Shake it off. Now, I don't know if ArenaNet technically missed this, but they gave it an ammo count, which effectively gives us a second break stuns after 5 seconds of activating the first one, which effectively just gives us free break stuns with no repercussions whatsoever. So make sure to have Shake It Off instead of what I was previously using the Featherfoot Grace. Now, it gives me resistance and it gives me super speed, but hey, an extra break, an extra stun break, I can't pass that up. Balanced stance, it gives me stability when I need it. If someone's down in the middle and we're fighting a 4v4, it doesn't matter, I get that stun and we snowball the entire fight. I have Berserker stance for some reason. That's actually not what I need, so I'm going to go ahead and switch that to what I actually do need, which is Endure Pain. It breaks my stun, it has a 30-second cooldown, and keeps me invulnerable for about 2 seconds. It's a very boring skill. I don't like using it, but so far it's the only really effective thing that I can put in here. Rampage, it gives me a lot of damage burst as soon as I activate it. I throw my rock, I stun them, I dash into them, I kick them, I jump on them. I basically do all the stuff. I do a lot of damage, kills them. This is basically just like, if you want to do a lot of damage, go into Rampage and just wreck face. So those are my utilities. Let's move on to my equipment. Alright, so for my equipment, I'm actually really excited to be using the rifle again. Dagger and shield combo. Now the thing about the rifle, you can actually switch it out for the greatsword. It sort of depends on who you're fighting. The rifle gives you more of a range and a little bit more fun. It's a little bit just more fun to play with, and honestly at this point I just want to have more fun than more ranked. I'm just done with it. But you can actually switch this off for greatsword, actually keep everything else the same, and basically the same thing. But so let's go on to the sigil. Sigil of Revocation, Sigil of Agility. Every time I go ahead and hit my opponent with my weapon, I go ahead and remove a boon, and one of my traits gives me extra adrenaline and actually does damage, so I go ahead and keep that. Sigil of Agility, I want to have my burst be popped off as quickly as possible, especially on my rifle. I switch it off, I go ahead and pop my burst, all of a sudden it just pops off really quickly. They're not going to be able to dodge that. Sigil of Absorption and Sigil of Annulment, one of my traits again. Every time I remove a boon, I go ahead and gain adrenaline and do extra damage. So the more boon strip that I have, the better. So I got Steal a Boon when interrupting an enemy, which is very useful when I'm fighting a Necro with 25 stacks of might. I go ahead and stun them, or stun, that doesn't really matter. I interrupt them, I gain their boons, 25 stacks of might. Yes, thank you very much, I appreciate it. Sigil of Annulment, when I'm fighting Guardians or anything else that has a lot of boons, I want to make sure to go ahead and just get rid of as much as possible. So that's the reason why I have it on my dagger. My Rune of Strength and Berserker Amulet, I'm still running full Zerker, so that's the reason why I have those. And that is my equipment. Let's move on to my traits. Alright, my traits: Discipline, Defense, and of course the Spellbreaker. On the Discipline line, I got the Warrior Sprint. I want to be running as fast as possible, and every time I get immobilized, any of my movement skills go ahead and removes it, so I'm a little bit more mobile. And hey, every time I have Swiftness on me, I go ahead and do extra 3% damage, so why not? There's still Condis running around in ranked PvP, so I have Brawler's Recovery. Nothing really more useful than Brawler's Recovery, so I just go ahead and use it. I mean, hey, if I have extra Condis on me and I want to get them removed, why not? Every time I switch a weapon, pretty good. Burst Mastery, I want to do that little extra damage, especially I want the Adrenaline Restored, because that's where I just need my Adrenaline back up as fast as possible. So the more Adrenaline I have, the better. And hey, every time I pop it up, I gain more Swiftness, and hey, more damage, so I can't complain. Defense, I'm running the shield, so Shield Master's the way to go. Armored Attack, you can't, no, don't, you know what, I was gonna say you can go with this. No, don't go with it. Why? 90-second cooldown for a 2-second invulnerability, basically, and even non-invulnerability, you just become immune to damage, not even Condi damage. So with the 90-second cooldown, I can't really justify this, especially Armored Attack, you gain more power based on your toughness, especially with Rousing Resilience. Every time you break a stun, not only do you gain healing, you gain toughness. So you're not going to be able to hit you as hard, and it's actually going to increase your power. So not only every time you break a stun, you're going to heal, you're going to gain more toughness, you gain more power. So you basically just become a tank with, I don't know, more damage. So why not, right? Spellbreaker. Pure Strike, you do more damage with critical hits, so why not? Loss Aversion, every time you remove a boon, you gain adrenaline. Like I said, I want my adrenaline up as fast as possible, so I want this. Now, I've been sort of playing around with slow counter, but I sort of feel Loss Aversion is a little bit more effective in combat. And then, of course, last but not least, oh my god, definitely not least, Mega Bane Tether. This is where all my damage comes from. As soon as I hit somebody with my burst, I'm going to be able to gain my Mega Bane Tether to them. I'm going to skyrocket to 25 stacks of might, so I'm going to be doing a ton of damage, 10Ks, 11Ks, 7Ks on just regular hits. and if I'm fighting thieves, or if anybody is trying to invis, they're not going to be able to. If they get further away, they're going to be able to. They're going to be pulled back. So if they teleport or something, or they try to run away, they're going to get pulled back, and basically it's just another free stun. I do want to quickly mention that a good combo with the dagger and rifle combo is that if you're able to get your Mega Bane tether attached with your dagger, you can switch to your rifle, push them back, and just go ahead and activate your burst really quickly. That basically guarantees a free burst hit. What happens is your rifle knockback is 600, and your Mega Bane tether activation is at 600, so you push them back to get knocked back, and they get pulled back, activating a second stun, which almost guarantees you're going to get a kill shot. So those are my traits, and of course at the very end I have a couple of fights just to give you an idea of how this build works.